Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Truth Mon Show. Say something like him. Say hello. She says hello. Now, today's a little bit different. It's going to be a little unorthodox, but it's still going to be a good show. All right? Today's episode is called Black and Blue. We're going to continue the topic that I had last week because I really didn't like how the episode went. I didn't like how the technical issues. I wasn't digging it. So I said, let's get back to the drawing board and figure something out. But I figured the most natural thing is to just get on here and tell you guys what happened and tell you why I'm going to do the Black and Blue episode over again. Because, one, it's still relevant. There's still cops that are still, it's still going on. You know what I mean? People are still getting killed and shot. People still haven't got their just day in court, which is what the problem is. And I think that that's the thing that's the missing point that people are missing, is that I feel that it's better to go to jail. If you got a warrant, accept that you're gonna go to jail. If you don't got your license, expect that you're gonna go to jail. You might go to jail. If you got an outstanding warrant, you might go to jail. So if you accept that, let's say you accept that, you get pulled over, you know you don't have the right registration, you know it's not your car, you know that there's a possibility that they could pull you out of the car. They could pull you out of the car for any of those reasons. So let's say that you know that. To me, the best thing to do is to just, officer, I know I have a warrant. They already know you have a warrant. They already know it's not your car. They already are nervous. You understand? All right? So we're both nervous, all right? I'm nervous because I don't know, and you're nervous because you don't know. But me being the driver, I know if I have something. I know that if I have a warrant, that they're going to arrest me. So I know that before the cop knows that. All right? So you guys have to keep that in mind. That if you know that you have some problems with the law, be honest with yourself. Take accountability. You caught me. All right? I think we all should do that globally, nationwide. I think that needs to be a movement. Like, okay, arrest me. I have a warrant. Okay, I have to face the music. But at least I get to go home. At least I get to... Because you know what I see? I see all of these other people who do these mass shootings, right? They're always very calm. When they always be volunteer. Take me. I'm ready to go. Take me to jail. I'll get my day in court. That's what they bank on. They bank on getting their day in court. How come we need to bank on that? And then that way we can identify where the problem really comes from. Because the cops, it just seems too easy to blame the cops. It seems too easy to blame all cops. It's not all cops. So let's stop doing that. Let's stop blaming all cops. All right? And then maybe let's just have some accountability. And cops need to have some accountability too. Understand that you signed up for this job. This is you chose to do this for a career. You chose to knock on people's windows and knock on people's doors, not knowing what's on the other side. That's what you signed up for. So you need to take accountability too. Everybody needs to take accountability and understand what's going on. And I think that there can be a balance made at that point, but without accountability, we aren't going to get anywhere. It's so easy to blame. It's so easy for them to blame us like, oh, they're killing each other. No, we're not. We're not out here walking up to black people just killing black people. That's who says that? I hear that all the time. black people are killing black people. Okay, maybe a couple gangs are shooting gangs, but black people are not killing black people. Like, these people that are being killed in the streets or by cops are not gang members. They're regular people. So how do you explain that? How do you rationalize that? That doesn't make sense to me. Person's a person, man. Like, and there's no rationalizing it. It's like semantics are being said. I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me. Accountability, man. That's the point. Is that if we decide to take some accountability for our actions, then maybe these situations can be avoided. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, oh, I'm pissed that the cops are pulling me over. Damn, fuck these cops. Like, I've said it to myself. But you know what I do when I get pulled over? I turn the engine off. Man. I'm not pulling over. I try to make the cop feel comfortable, not because I'm black, just because he don't know what I got. He don't know if I could pull off, if I got somebody coming up behind. He don't know. You feel me? Like I said, it's his job. So he has to be on point at all times, right? So you have to understand that, everybody. There's a balance, okay? So now, when it comes to the Chauvin trial, there's two sides that I'm hearing. There's, on the black side, it's like, we're grateful, but we're not satisfied. Completely, like, why should we? You threw us a bone? I mean, a bone that we had to chew to get? Like, we had to go through a lot of meat to get to that bone. You know what I'm saying? And then you threw us the bone that we earned? Like, come on now. I mean, that's what black people are saying, all right? That's what the communities are saying. There's BLM protesters standing outside of restaurants in Brooklyn telling white people to get out of here. We don't want y'all business. We don't want you guys here. Now, I'm not saying that that's right, but that's what's going on, all right? Two wrongs don't make a right. It's cliche, but it's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But then on the other side, right? For the people that are saying, okay, yeah, white people are also, not white, I don't want to make it a color thing. Please don't make it a color thing, but I can't help but to identify with what I can see, okay? So, this person is saying, he's going to another black person, their neighbor, and telling them that they have the wrong skin color. You got the wrong skin color, honey. They were in an argument. I guess an argument ensued between two neighbors, and she ended up saying some racial slurs, which is funny to me, because it's like, you didn't know that person next door to you didn't think you belonged in this neighborhood. You know what I mean? That's another thing for another day. That's got nothing to do with the man. But then, okay, so the Chauvin trial is the black people saying this, right? I'm sorry, I got a little off subject, right? The opposite is saying that they're happy that the verdict came, not because they thought he was guilty, but because they applauded the verdict only because they didn't want to see the country go up in flames. Hinting at the BLM protesters and people and the radicalists and people who loot and all of those things. So now the trial is this should be like the trial of the decade, century or something, because there's so much there's so much systemic things going on in this trial that it's hard to miss. I mean, okay, so now it's like, okay, now we don't think that he was guilty, but we're just glad that they didn't shoot up that the cities didn't go up in flames. So we're glad that he's guilty for that. Not necessarily that he's guilty for committing murder, which is, I don't know, man. I don't know what you call that, people. Let's get a caller. This kid's messing up all these pens. I mean, it's the Truth Mind Show, man. That's what you get here. Who do we got? I just want to talk to somebody. Anybody want to come in? If anybody wants to come in, I'm taking just a conversation. I just want to bounce ideas and, you know what I mean? I love to just go back and forth with somebody. Because she's not really giving me much feedback or attention, you know? Right, too?
Hi.
Say hi to the people. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Let's see, man. Well, that's... Since nobody wants to come in, it's fine. But...
I want some.
That's what I... Okay, so when I get pulled over... Back to when I get pulled over, okay? So when I get pulled over, I turn the car off. I already have my insurance and registration and I have my registration and license already in hand, okay? Okay, yeah, here we go. What's up, cuz?